Good evening, and welcome back to the Channel 6 Television News. I'm your host, Dylan Edgar. Before we get to tonight's top story, a quick reminder that white men everywhere will make any decision necessary that has no effect on them whatsoever. That is our top story tonight. The Hobby Lobby decision, in which the Supreme Court ruled that religious companies don't need to provide contraception coverage to female employees, insurance coverage that is. Look, church, I know you and I haven't always gotten along. I used to fall asleep during you, and I know that the church doesn't pay taxes, even these super mega churches with stadium seating, Dolby Digital surround sound. Oh, okay, no taxes, fine, whatever. Then somehow, fish is not a meat. What is it? I guess salad suppers don't quite have the same ring on a Friday? Okay, fine. But now companies, based upon you, can decide that they don't have to provide insurance coverage that literally every other company does because religion. I literally can't even right now. So let's bring in late 90s The Rock in order to shed some light on Dylan Edgar, know your role and shut your mouth. The Rock told Stone Cold that Deborah wasn't The Rock's problem, and the SCOTUS is telling the rest of you Rudy Poo Candy asses the exact same thing. Your uterine lining, your problem. Your ovarian cancer, your problem. Your erectile dysfunction, well, that's a hair different. But the SCOTUS is here to say one thing, and the SCOTUS means one thing for the millions and millions of families created in less than ideal situations. There will be no more handouts. You're going to have that baby woman, and the SCOTUS doesn't care what happens to it. If you smell what the SCOTUS is cooking. In sports news, Alyssa Montano recently competed in the 2014 USATF 800-meter race. Normally, it would not be noteworthy that a former champion would come back and run the same race again, but this time she was 34 weeks pregnant. I am doubly impressed by this because I cannot run for the bus after I've eaten a burrito. Continuing to train as an Olympian usually does, she received word from her doctors that it would do no harm for the child in order for her to participate. However, when asked about a water break, Montana replied, "No, not yet." She finished dead last in 2014, some 31 seconds off her personal best. No word as of press time if Montana was a former employee of the Hobby Lobby firm. Sources do indicate, however, that Donald Sterling has inquired about the baby's potential availability in the 2033 NBA draft. Here with a special opinions section of the news for us this evening, son of station head. Take it away.
Please, Dylan, call me by my real name, Tommy Chanulsix. So today, I thought, what do people like these days? 90s music, of course. So I'm gonna sing some news to you to some 90s tunes. You're welcome. Once there was this guy who had overactive taste buds, and he liked to experience the world by putting things into his mouth all the time. So that's why he had to take a bite. Now you know. He used to fight giant robots, but somehow this is crazier. Now he gets drunk and he grabs people's butts backstage. He can't find the sober life. No, he can't find the sober life.
All right, country western Eddie Vedder, why don't you rope it in here for us? Can you just read some news for us?
He may be funny, but my dad's gonna fire this guy. Bye.
Okay, that's all the time we have this evening for Late 90s The Rock and Tommy Chanulsix. This is your host, Dylan Edgar, reminding you that you can trust a man with two first names. Thank you, and good night.